Knowing how to make the two-feel swing is really important if you want to play at a jazz jam or play at a jazz gig. For the majority of jazz standards, as the bass player, you're either going to be playing a walking bass line or the two-feel. Now the two-feel is often overlooked and lots of bass players don't know what notes to play for the two-feel, let alone how to make it swing. So I'm going to look at both of these issues in this video and you'll come out at the other end knowing how to play a two-feel and how to make it swing. Often jazz bass is played on an upright bass, but more and more nowadays electric basses are being used. I'm going to demonstrate on an electric bass for this lesson, but everything you learn can be transferred over to the upright if you want. And right at the end of the video, I'm also going to play my two-feel on the upright, so you can check that out. And if you look at the play bar, if you hover on that, you can see that the lesson, like all of my videos, are divided into sections, and you can click on one section to go to a particular part that you want to view. You can pick up a free PDF with the two-feel bass line that I'm going to play in this video. You can get that in standard notation and tab by clicking the link below in the description. First of all, how do we make our two-feel swing? Well, I'm reminded of a video I once saw of Wynton Marsalis. He got a jazz rhythm section and broke it down and explained how each instrument kind of made up the swing feel with their part. So I'm going to do a similar thing now in this video. For the two-feel, bass plays on beats 1 and 3 with the odd feel thrown in. Guitar fills the gaps and plays on beats 2 and 4 with the odd variation thrown in as well on the other beats. Drums outlines the swing beat and pulls the whole thing together. If you've got a pianist in a section, they'll play on top and they'll play on any of the beats. This is the role of each of the musicians in the rhythm section, and hopefully they then create a groove that swings. Each musician complements the other musicians in the rhythm section and they all work on maintaining this groove and this swing. When this is all working properly, there's a strong foundation for the vocalist and for the soloists to play over. If you're enjoying this video, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can do that by clicking the red subscribe button on the bottom of the screen. And if you click the bell and select all, then you'll get notified as soon as I bring a new video out. So as you just heard, to create the two-feel, bass plays on beats 1 and 3 with a few variations. Now, it needs to be a few variations, don't get too busy. That's an easy trap to fall into. Some bass players I hear playing the two-feel, and they're just putting loads of extra rhythms in like this. So don't do that, okay? Or you're going to be covering the rhythmic parts of all the other players in the rhythm section. Now, it is an easy trap to fall into because when you're playing half notes, quite long on each note, and as a bass player, you really want to kind of maintain the time. But don't fall into that trap and try and resist. So you're basically playing on beats 1 and 3, but you're putting some variations in. Make sure that you listen to iconic jazz bass players like Ray Brown or Ron Carter and hear how they play the two-feel. It will be unique to each player, but you'll pick up some kind of trends and you'll hear how to just focus on beats 1 and 3 mainly. In the free PDF, I've put a few examples there for you to listen to. Another thing you can do in your two-feel is to emphasize beat 4 at the end of every 4 bars. So this breaks the progression down into 4-bar chunks. You could put a bar of Walkin every 4 bars, so just 4 quarter notes, or just emphasize that last note. Also think about the length of your notes. In kind of really old jazz, the bass player, the upright player, have been playing quite short notes. Okay, but more modern jazz, long. Okay, so think about that. It's really up to you, but make sure you kind of keep it regular during that piece of music and that bass line. Don't just play some long, some short. Just be aware of that. So to summarise the tips I've just given you, stick mainly to beats 1 and 3. Don't overplay by adding loads of extra notes. Emphasise beat 4 at the end of every 4 bars. Think about the length of your notes and lock in with the rest of the rhythm section. If you're interested in working on your jazz bass playing, then check out my video course, Walkin Thru Jazz, where you'll learn everything you need to know about walking bass and the two-feel. And details of that course is below in the description. If you click on that, you can see testimonials and you can find out details about how to enroll right now on the course. So now you know a little bit more about playing the two-feel. I'm going to talk about note choices. So I'm going to play you a chorus now of a two-feel. I've written that myself. It's just over the A major blues progression. It's in the kind of style of a Ray Brown two-feel. It's got some the odd bar of walking in there and some triplet fills like he would do as well. So have a listen to me playing through that chorus with the backing track. You can purchase that backing track, by the way, if you want to use it to practice. It's really handy. I've looped that round and round and round, so you've got about 4 or 5 minutes, so you've got loads of choruses to practice to. So the link is below underneath the PDF in the description. The main notes you're using are two-feel roots and fifths, okay? And next probably roots and thirds, but you don't just want to play those. It'll get a bit boring, so you put some variations in. So the first thing I've done, I've played some bars of walking in there. If you look at the end of bar 4, remember I said every 4 bars you can kind of end that section nicely. In bar 4 I've got this walking line, and at the end, okay, in the last bar. So that's one thing that you can do. Triplets are a really good variation you can throw in. If you look in bar 6, I'm playing this. Okay, I'm just leading up there chromatically to the F sharp. Okay, and in bar 8. Okay, so that's an F sharp 7. I'm just using the flattened 7th, the octave or the root note, and then here, which is the 5th. Okay. You can make lots of different combinations of different notes in these different triplets. You can also add some bounce to your two-feel with 8th notes and muted notes, but this is something that you don't want to overdo. If you look here in bar 3, I've just got one there. Okay. That D there. I've got another one in bar 9. Okay, that B bouncing up to the E, okay? And in bar 11, leading down to the B, okay? So you can put 8th notes in, you can hear they add some nice bounce. Well, I hope that's given you a better idea of what to play for the two-feel and how to make it swing. So, as I said earlier, make sure that you listen to different iconic jazz bass players and hear what they do with the two-feel as well. You can really learn a lot there, learn what's kind of appropriate to play for your own two-feel. I'd love to hear how you got on with this lesson, so leave me a comment below. It'd be great to hear if you got some use out of it. And also, if you've got any particular things you do to make your two-feel swing, then also let me know there. I may have missed something out. It's always great to hear that. Yeah, so leave me a comment below. If you felt that you got value out of the lesson, you can always buy me a coffee. They're $5. The link's at the bottom of the screen, or there are links you can click in the description. And go and check out my website. It's gbshed.com. I've got details of my courses over there, my books. You can buy merch. You can buy this t-shirt here, loads of other merch over there. So that's gbshed.com. And if you look below in the description, there's loads of links there to useful bass content. Please like and share this video, share it with anyone on your socials, that really helps me out. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well. I'm now going to play that same two-feel that I played you on the electric bass. I'm going to play it on the upright just to finish this video lesson. Hope you enjoy that, and hopefully see you soon in the next Greg's Bass Shed lesson.